Hey everybody, welcome to another Blitz and Talk episode, and I just now have a really strong opponent, so let's go right ahead. It's from Spain, escaques, probably pronounced it wrong. He's 24-20, so he's stronger than I am, and we will play, we actually play with a little bit more time this time, 5-minute games, so I don't have to speak as fast. That means I can chill a little bit more and play a little bit slower than in my last couple games here in my Blitz and Talk series. Again, we see a closed Sicilian, and I always do the same moves, kind of e6, d5, and so on. So that's kind of standard. He's not playing, I guess, the most ambitious setup, so I'll just play d5. I always do that, kind of. Oftentimes white can take on d5 and then follow up with d4. He doesn't, he plays castle. So I go knight f6, just developing my piece, and I don't think I have any problems here out of the opening. He plays e5, that's alright. He can do that. I mean, his bishop would be rather well placed on g2 instead than on e2. I mean, what is he doing on e2 really? He's kind of in the way, not doing anything proactive. He plays d4 now. Okay, I would rather have my knight on f5 now, but okay, on d7 it's not too bad either. I play knight c6, and we have kind of this French structure here, a little bit different because knight is on c3. But nevertheless, I think it's very common here to take on d4 and follow with bishop c5. At least this looks very logical to me. And now queen b6 is already an unpleasant threat, so he has to cope with that. He plays queen d2, but nevertheless I can play queen b6, but probably he just defends with rook 81. That must be his idea. And he keeps everything protected. But still, I think I have him in an unpleasant pin right there, so I'll just play that anyway, and now a castle. I'm not really the biggest French expert, but I feel like this French position is completely fine for me, honestly. He plays a3, hinting at playing b4. I just play rook ac8. Now he can't play b4. I just take everything on d4 and the knight on c3 is hanging. Or maybe he just wants to defend b4 from me? No, probably not. He plays rook f3, really a desperate move to defend the bishop on e3. But the question is, how can I increase my pressure? I would love to play moves like f6, but now he just takes on e6, so maybe I should take on d4 first. So let's try that. Knight takes d4 and now f6. Is that good, honestly? I'm not sure. I mean, as I said, I'm not a French expert. I could also go into the endgame here. Doesn't look too exciting, to be honest. Yeah, let's go with f6. He has to take, pretty much. He can't allow me to take on e5. So, and I can take back with the rook and then hope to put some pressure on the f file. So I'll do that. Because the bishop is pinned obviously at the moment, so maybe he's going to play king h1. Now he plays queen e3. That's not attacking the rook, so I can still just play rook cf8. And he can take on c5, and again we reach an endgame, but it's a little bit different because the position is more open and I have some pressure here on this pawn. So he takes, knight takes c5. No, I'd play queen takes c5. I would like to exchange another defender, and he has to play rook d4 now because I'm also threatening to play d4 at this point. After rook d4, maybe I have to move knight e4. This could be a move. He takes, plays the rook back, then I could take on f4, but in the end he can place his rook to d7, but still this is a move I will have an eye on. So he plays rook d4. That was pretty much forced. The question is there another way to improve my position? Well, let's just see what happens. I mean, this looks interesting. At least win a pawn if it happens, if this variation comes about. I'm pretty sure it will because, well, he could play g3. No, he doesn't. So he plays this, and I could also play bishop d5, but then he goes g3. So I take this off right now. And he will take once, maybe play rook d8 or rook d7, but I have a nice square on d5 for my bishop. But the position is unclear. He will have some play. He can go for rook a7 then and be active there. So I should really consider it twice if I want to go for this variation. So rook d7, bishop d5, and then probably rook a7. I was thinking about something like e3 then, and I was hoping that I might have some active play then with rook f2. He plays c4 instead. I didn't see this move coming, but it looks interesting. The idea is b takes c4, bishop takes c4, attacking the pawn on e6, and I don't have a convenient way to protect it because king f7 would run into rook d7. What else can I do? Good question. That appears to be quite a good move he played right there. Alright, I go with rook f5, protecting the pawn. He can play rook d7, and I want to play bishop c6. Ah, yes, bishop rook d6. This is... Oh, he can even play this. Oh, that's even worse, because now we reach an endgame, which is not that great for me. I'm not down a pawn, but he has these two connected pawns, and this is quite annoying. Okay, I have to stop king f2, king e3. But I'm certainly worse here. Okay, he plays king f1, I play king e7. I might have still some drawing chance because he can't really get his king into play. This is his problem. If he plays g3, I play bishop f3. So he probably has to play king e2, and then I take on g2. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. Probably this should be a draw. I mean, I would be surprised if not. Okay, e5 makes sense, taking away squares. But I have to get my king over here to these pawns before they run too far. And now I'll also push my pawns forward. What else can I do, pretty much? He plays his bishop back. He probably wants to exchange bishops now. So I play bishop c6. I don't know if that was smart, honestly, but alright, what's going on? Okay, I play my bishop back here, but I'm not feeling too confident about my position anymore. King c7. No, what am I doing here? Uh-oh. Oh, maybe. No, this is not good. No, he's playing a6. Oh shoot. No, I messed up, honestly. No, he's just playing b7, and that should be over. I mean, he's having the wrong bishop, so maybe I still have some hope, but well, I have 14 seconds on the clock, so that's actually pretty hopeless anyway. But let's see. He has the wrong bishop, so it comes down to time now as well. Alright, but this, shouldn't that be a draw? Yeah, that's a draw. I mean, he has the wrong bishop. What is he doing here? That's a draw. I just keep moving my king back and forth, and that's a draw. Alright? Yeah. He's not gonna beat me on time here. Oop. Alright. So I saved myself. That was pretty lucky because he was just completely lost. I don't know what he was thinking when he went for this endgame. That was my only hope pretty much. At this point, king c6. Or maybe here it's actually already too late, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe here it's already too late. King takes e5, king c7. Yeah. I mean, these positions are really tricky because I'm not even sure if this is winning yet. Maybe you can try something like bishop b5. There's some ideas here, but certainly before this point it's just gotta be lost. I mean, bishop f3 maybe, but maybe it's less easy than I thought at this point. Alright, so how was the position before? Knight e4 was interesting and maybe not the best move, but do I have anything else? I don't know. I mean, I don't really see a strong move here. And the rook f1, I could play bishop d5, but yeah, that's nothing really. So probably the position's just equal. And after rook f5, after c4, I shouldn't play rook f5. I should just take on c4, and our bishop takes c4, and well, in the worst case, I can play bishop d5. Probably I should play bishop d5. He takes, I take, and this should be a draw somehow. Maybe still not that clear. Maybe king f7. Yeah, that should be a draw. It's a draw. All right. Yeah, nice game. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.